My name is Katie. I'm 12 and in 7th grade. I used to be involved in dancing 3 days a week, ballet, contemporary, and jazz. I was also a cheerleader. That all changed when I got Lyme disease.
About 4 years ago, there was a tick between her eyes. We got it out and called her pediatrician, who told us that she was fine as long as she didn't get the bullseye rash, which she didn't. We later realized that's when vague symptoms started: headaches, abdominal pain and nausea, bouts of diarrhea, feeling dizzy, and she fainted a number of times.
I also had constant migraines and ear pain. None of the medicines my doctors prescribed worked, and I actually felt worse.
We saw different specialists, and she was diagnosed with chronic migraine disorder with ear pain neuralgia, dysautonomia, TMJ, and eventually we were told it was psychosomatic. We kept asking about Lyme disease because we really thought that was the problem, but they kept saying this isn't Lyme. We were definitely misled for about 9 months. We had 3 rounds of ELISA and Western blot tests. 2 of the ELISA tests were positive, but the Western blots were negative. Our doctor told us that this meant there could be no Lyme disease. Finally, we started looking for help and found a local support group, Monco Lyme, who referred us to a Lyme-literate medical doctor who could help us determine if it was Lyme. That doctor always has his pediatric Lyme patients evaluated by Dr. Jones. We realized once we got there how knowledgeable he is in the case of pediatric Lyme. Katie was positive for Bartonella and Mycoplasma and has been treated for Lyme with a clinical diagnosis. By our second visit with Dr. Jones, all of Katie's cognitive issues were resolved. She was no longer fatigued, no longer had visual or sleep disturbance. She became more active and her schoolwork improved.
Last year, I was out of school and did homeschool. It was hard at first, but now I'm much better. I started dancing 1 day a week again. I can do it some days when I feel well and others I can't. I haven't cheered since last year, but I tried out for next year and made the squad.
We feel that the doctors not only misdiagnosed Katie, but also actively redirected our attention away from Lyme disease. Several refused to talk about Lyme disease at all. Not one doctor informed us that there are 2 treatment protocols for Lyme disease, nor that the CDC says Lyme is a clinical diagnosis and that a negative test cannot rule out Lyme. The testing is just not that good. We feel that if Katie had received treatment when her symptoms began exploding in August 2010, she would be at a very different place today. Perhaps she would have never had to leave school, and she could have continued doing what she loves, dancing and cheering.
I'm still having some symptoms. I have problems with my hands, my knees are weak sometimes, and I have light sensitivity. I have some rib and back pain too, but my reading comprehension is better. I'm still homeschooled, but I'm hopeful that I'll be back in school next year.